Our countdown to tip-off continues in the Great American Conference. Today's stop is Weatherford, where we get to visit with the head men's basketball coach of the Southwestern Bulldogs, Coach Terry Evans. Coach, year 3 now in your tenure at Southwestern, and of course, an improvement in the win total from year 1 to year 2. 8 more wins last season. However, the season did kind of trail off near the end, losing 4 of the last 5, and so it looked like it may have dropped off. Is there any carryover into this season, and how do you feel about the boys right now in December?
Well, we feel really good. We're ready to obviously play some new people instead of playing each other and beating each other up. But I see a lot of improvement in each player. We're shooting the ball better. We're much better defensively, and I think that's going to translate in a lot of wins this year. Last year, we were unfortunate in a lot of close losses, overtime losses, last possession losses, and we feel like we can turn those into wins this year, and that'll give us a chance to compete for a championship.
13 wins in 2019, 2020, and of course the season's just right around the corner for Coach Terry Evans from Southwestern. Coach, you do bring back so many players, though, from last season's team, including for the GAC, the newcomer of the year in Darian Thornton. Talk about bringing back a player like him.
I could barely understand you, but you're talking about Damian?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a great player. He was a really big surprise for us last year. We knew how athletic he was. You know, I coached him in high school, but he really became a really good basketball player in terms of basketball IQ, knowing how to get to the free throw line. I think this year he's even better because he's shooting the basketball from the perimeter much better. So he really worked on his game over the summer, and he's looking forward to having another good year.
Coach, you know, I talk about bringing back so many players, and you really do. There's so much of an upperclassman feel to this team coming in. And with last season's squad, there were 6 players that really saw the bulk of the time and got the bulk of your starts. Of those 6, 5 return, including Thornton, as we mentioned, as well as Jalen Williams, Chris Braggs, Camden Gibson, Braylon James. Talk about being able to return that many people and how you can build off that.
Well, I think that's how you build good programs, is kind of stagger your recruiting classes and always have 4 or 5 key guys returning. That's the key, just to becoming a good team and remaining a good team, a consistently good team, is knowing you got 3 or 4 guys coming back. You got 3 or 4 guys with experience that know what the GAC conference is all about. And so we're really looking forward to this season, and all those guys that you named, they're all better players. They're all better shooters. They understand the little things of the game, like blocking out, getting a rebound, making a free throw, making a layup. They know how they can cost you games now that they've been through it for a season.
Coach, I know there are probably some new names that you might want to mention as well, but to stay with that just for a little bit longer and talking about those players and the experience now that's there, which is, you know, it's a given like you're talking about, but having just maybe a few extra weeks of practice and a little bit longer to think about that, have you been able to benefit having all those returnees? Have you been able to benefit having all of those players return for you with maybe just a little bit extra time with them?
Yeah, we've been able to do a lot of skill work, a lot of shooting, not being able to scrimmage and play games. The guys I think they know how important the little things are now. Just shooting the basketball, getting in the gym daily, and kind of staying on top of their game, improving their weaknesses. And that's going to be a key to our season this year. Is everybody getting better, becoming, bringing a little more to the table. Last year we had guys that could drive or guys that can shoot, and they know how important it is to be able to do multiple things on the floor. And also they know the importance of playing defense and rebounding in terms of winning in this basketball league.
Well, the schedule, it gets underway January 7th. I know that's a date that GAC fans have circled, and they're ready to watch some basketball. You take to the road against East Central and Ada in your first outing, but then 2 games at home at the Pioneer Cellular Event Center. Talk about the opening to your schedule.
Well, we're excited to play anybody. It doesn't matter. Everybody in our league is good. I think the Oklahoma side of the GAC has probably been slightly better, at least, since I've been in the league the last 3 years. But all the teams are good. Everybody that wasn't good last year, I'm sure they brought in some players so they can get better. And the guys that lost a lot, we had 2 or 3 teams that lost a lot of good players, and I'm sure they brought in more good players. That's just what good programs do. So it's going to be competitive. I don't care if we just play an Oklahoma schedule. We're just ready to play against somebody different. The kids are excited about playing. They really have nothing to lose since everybody gets a year back. So we're just looking forward to competing and having fun and getting out there playing. We don't care if we play a team 3 times, 4 times, play them again in the tournament 5 times. It doesn't matter. We just want to play.
Play somebody with a different color uniform, right?
Yes.
I understand. Well, success to you this season. Coach Terry Evans from Southwestern. The Bulldogs picked, according to the preseason coaches poll, to be 5th in the Western Division of the Great American Conference. Coach Evans, thank you for taking time with us today as we count down to tip-off in the GAC.
Okay, thanks for having me.